Give a little bit of time for everyone to kind of get on, and we'll get to talking. Lighting's kind of weird on this. Let's see, there we go. Still not that good. Let's see. Juggernaut Fishing, what's going on? Thanks for being here. Hope everyone's had a great Monday. Everyone had a great weekend. I'm gonna try and put this in a little different angle. There we go. Got my live scope transducer here. Corn Fed Experience, thanks for being here. I appreciate everyone taking time out of your day and joining me. I haven't been going live every week, just hadn't really had a lot to talk about, but today I figured I'd kind of do a little update. Everyone get some fishing in over the weekend? Yeah, if y'all could leave a thumbs up, I'd really appreciate that. YouTube likes that, and that really helps me out analytics-wise, so. But hope everyone's been great. Give it a little bit longer. Let everyone kind of. Nice, Hayden. Thanks for being here. We're cleaning 44 from yesterday evening. Nice. Juggernaut. I'm from Duncanville originally. Now in Round Rock. Used to fish Joe Pool a lot as a kid. Oh yeah, man. That's where I grew up. I grew up there in Grapevine. Those are the two places that I spent most of my time on. Texas Outdoors, too much wind for me this past weekend. Just played with the catfish from the bank. Yep. No, I was out today in the boat for a little bit, and it was really, really windy. By about 10 o'clock, it was already white capping, and it was pretty brutal. Charlie, thanks for being here. JoJo, thanks for being here. Thanks for being here out at Texas Outdoors as well. Appreciate it. Can't thank y'all enough. But Lake Fork is weird this year, says Hayden. Yeah, it's been weird. Seems like everywhere, to be honest, man. I'm to the point now where I'm not creek fishing anymore. I'm pretty much done with the crappie spawn, unless I just so happen to kind of stumble into it. I'm not going out searching for it, and just never really got on crappie spawning, which was odd. I think I missed it. I think it happened early this year. I really do. Corn Fed from Iowa. We're going through a cold snap after a week of 80 degrees. Shut the bite off. Oh, man, hate to hear that. Yeah, we're supposed to cool off a little bit. It was 81 here today, but I think it's supposed to be like 60-something and lows in the mid-40s later this week. Andy Chase, thanks for being here. What's up, kid? Went to the creek yesterday and put 15 sandies on the stringer. Nice. Dumpman Outdoors, thanks for being here. They're still in the creek, kid. One tree, caught 12. Nice. Yeah, man, it's just one of those deals. It's like, it's like every time I go and target spawning fish, it just has not worked out. I think I've done it like 5 times this year. And I have lots of trips that I went and I didn't catch anything. And so don't have no content, haven't put that out, and so you hadn't seen all the tough trips in between, but it's been brutal this year for crappie for me. But television pilot, there he is. But yeah, I went out today looking for fish. I knew it was early, but I had some guys wanting to get out there, and so I wanted to go out there and just see maybe. Things seem to be progressing a little quicker this year. I wanted to see if maybe they're already there where they're supposed to be, and they were not. I caught 3. They were all real good size, probably 13-inch fish. all with eggs. Threw them all back. But got into the bluegill really, really heavily. I have never seen as many bluegills I've seen today. I mean, just hundreds of them everywhere I stopped, it seemed like. So, man, definitely been hit or miss on my key spawning areas. Had to fish new areas on my home creek. Nice. Juggernaut, ours is mostly spawned out in central. We caught a few deep with eggs, but still thinking late bloomers. You ever catch deep spawning fish? Yeah, so that's what I was wanting to talk about. So on Friday, I went and walked the bank, some rocky banks that are pretty deep, and I caught a dark male and a spawned out female in like 5 foot of water spawning deep. I know, especially on my home lake, Grapevine, those fish, 90% of those fish spawn deep on Grapevine. I'm convinced. I've seen it. It just seems like year after year, those fish, it definitely just seems to be how it goes. But we got people walking by. I don't want people to think I'm weird. And they probably do, but I don't give any more reason. Outcast fishing, been fishing Lavon every day and can't seem to find spawners shallow. No problem getting them on Hubbard though. Nice. Yeah, I haven't been to Hubbard or Lavon lately. Colby, thanks for being here. Can you show me some of your crappie magnets that work good right now? Actually, yes, I sure can. I actually have them right here. Let me. Juggernaut saw bluegill like that a few weeks ago. Crazy looking, looked like shad busting with thousands. Yeah, and that's what I thought it was a shad at first, but then they kept hitting, and finally I dropped down there and caught some of them. Thumpman, yeah, crappie. I mean, Sandy's will spawn deep too, and so I'm gonna touch back on that. Let me get these crappie magnets out real quick. I think I actually have them right here. Let me see. Y'all bear with me. Okay. Y'all bear with me. I gotta get this hatch open. So I have all my stuff right here. I can go through and show you. So these right here. Let's see. I have everything just scattered around, to be honest. Might be some in here. Yeah, these right here are good. Let's see. Oh, here we go. Yeah, so these right here are what I have. This right here was red and chartreuse. Y'all know me, I'm not big on color. Color doesn't make a difference. For me, I like profile. I do like the brightness of these colors though. This one is Mardi Gras chartreuse. Check that out. Really good looking jig. And then this is just white chartreuse. Outside of the color, I could care less. I just really do like these small compact profiles of these crappie magnets. I mean, it's just perfect, you know, like an inch and a quarter or inch and a half or so, compact. I really, really like these. And y'all can find these on Sportsman's Outfitters as well. Use the code KIDCRAPPIE10, all caps, at checkout. Get $10 off your order of 50, and use the link down below. I have a link in the description of this. Use the link down below. It helps the channel out. I really appreciate it. Glad to hear you're doing good, television pilot. Yeah, so yeah, Outcast. Yeah, I'm kind of get on topic here. Just kind of get carried away. I do, at least. Outcast. As far as the question on the title, if keeping females hurt the population, Texas Park and Wildlife would change the laws. I keep all my fish. Yeah, and that's appreciate it. Yeah, hit that like button if y'all can. I love me some bluegill too, man. I don't fish for them as much as I used to, but the crappie magnets are solid. Texas Outdoors. I'll get back to that in 1 second, Outcast. Crappie magnets are solid. I don't know how good this is going to pick this up, but they're solid. It's a little indentation right there, but it's solid. Solid body. I really like them, like I said. So I got, I mean, this has been like a few times now. I don't care what people say, what in the comments, whatever. It doesn't bother me. But I do want to, you know, talk about my beliefs on that stuff. So, you know, I get comments on, oh, you caught that female and you said it was a female with eggs and you didn't throw it back. That doesn't make a difference. You know, it really doesn't. I see it a lot, and I've heard it a lot, that, you know, during the spawn, you got to throw those big females back. You got to throw all those females back. But if you go look in these guys' live wells, guys and gals' live wells, they're full of males. And I got to thinking, I'm like, well, those males are 10 times more important than those females, because those males come in, find the nest, you know, fan it out, get it ready. When the female comes in, drops her eggs, they fertilize them. They guard the nest. Those eggs hatch, and then the fry, you know, go about, and those male crappie guard those fry too. So, just makes no sense, and I don't understand the logic behind that. So, if you're out there and you want to keep fish, keep fish. Don't let no one shame you into throwing back females, throwing back fish. You know, that doesn't really. It doesn't really make a difference. So, and I just get tired of seeing that, like, trying to shame people for keeping fish. If they're legal and you're within your legal rights, keep it. Eggs, no eggs, January, February, doesn't matter, whenever. But yeah, it's pretty wild. You know, and a lot of those fish that have eggs, especially once we get to about May. For me, once we get to about May, those fish, those females with those eggs are probably not going to spawn. They're probably going to reabsorb them. I see that quite a bit where those females still have eggs. I've caught spawning fish all the way into June, and I've caught fish with eggs, you know, into June as well. Those fish, once you get to a certain point, they're not going to spawn those eggs. Yeah, Thump Man. Yeah, it's interesting because I didn't either originally, and then I got to thinking, I was like, you know, those males are way more important. Yep, the males have a bigger role than the females. Yep, fish for food and fun. That's right. But yeah, I want to touch base on all the admin stuff, I guess you could say. So, you know, I'm guiding you guys. Check out the website. I got a sale for $50 off going on. If you book in May, I'm getting pretty full in May, honestly. So I'd love to start pushing some trips out to June. And up until the last day you can book on that special is 4/19, which I believe is like 2 days away. I'm not even sure what day it is. But yeah, if you're interested in, so crappie trip, I'm also going to do bluegill trips. I just put that out today. Those bluegill, I've seen them on the main lake out there in lots of summers in the past. But I've never targeted them. I know how to, you know, it's easy. I can put y'all on those if y'all want. Just bring a cooler. We can load them up. Y'all can load up however many y'all want and have a good time. So we can do that. We can do crappie. You know, that special is going to run for Joe Pool, Grapevine, and Louisville. So if you're interested, check the website link down below. And Sportsman's Outfitters, that helps the channel. Like I said, click that link down below. Kid Crappie 10 at checkout for $10 off 50. And super chats, if you guys are interested in donating to the channel, that's always appreciated. Never expected, but always appreciated. And then channel memberships as well. click the little join button next to the channel name, and check that out, and support the channel that way. Have something pretty big coming up in around the 1st of May. Something I've been working on. I'm gonna try and put that out there for y'all, and hope y'all like that. Ernesto, what's up, man? Man, I texted you the other day. Let's go. Let's go. Yeah, there's my wife put the website down there. Juggernaut, I've been hearing that a lot of lakes with hybrids of striper don't have big crappie. And I did some research, and I think it's true. For example, Fork isn't stocked with hybrids or stripers and has bigs. Man, so that's a very interesting. I can go into a whole nother live with that one, but so me and Barfly kind of have a theory on that. So lakes that have big predatory fish tend, at least to us, tend to have big crappie. So you think of Fork, for example. Fork is trophy bass lake, one of the best lakes, if not the best bass lake in the country. But it's also got huge crappie. So, you can go a couple other places, let's say Texoma. Texoma's got striper and giant catfish. So, and a lot of people don't know it, but that lake has got some big crappie in it too. Big crappie. Yeah, you can also donate to Cash App too if you're interested. Wife put that in there too. So, Texoma's got those striper and catfish. Tawakoni, like Juggernaut said, Tawakoni's got monster crappie in it. It's got big cats and striper and hybrid in it. There was another lake. Where was I thinking of that lake? Like Whitney's another lake that they catch a lot of crappie in, big crappie. Let's see. Make sure I didn't miss nothing. Yeah, and see, the 3-pounder thing, so I know of a really, really small lake that really don't have much in it, but it's got some really, really big crappie. I can't say I would hurt a lot of people's feelings by naming it, and I don't really care to go over there, but it's a real small lake. It's not really even known. It's not really, doesn't have any information on it really, but it's got some of the biggest crappie around. Some of the Fork guides go over there and leave Fork for that lake. That tells you how good it is. But yeah, I think that at least that's our theory is big predatory fish. So if you think about it, those fish, those crappie have to get big quick to survive. If the crappie on Fork stays this big for a long time, it's going to get ate. So I feel like they're genetically susceptible to growing quicker than a crappie on Joe Pool, for example. Crappie on Joe Pool don't have really anything other than lack of food. They don't really have anything to worry about out there. There's some good bass in there, don't get me wrong, but they're not the numbers of Fork and stuff like that. So same for Texoma. Those fish, those crappie have to get bigger. Those striper are going to tear them up. Tawakoni, same thing. When I say big, so like my definition of big is, if I go and catch 14, 15 plus inch fish, I don't really weigh them, but to me those are big fish. 14-inch fish is a pretty big fish for me. Let me see. Yeah, Jugger. Yeah, I would love to know. I mean, kind of our theory on that. I'd love to know some more, have like some biologist input on that. Um, you know, it kind of makes sense in my mind, but at the same time, you never know. Television pilot of small lake sandies can dominate, but if there's big predators, it will usually yield other big fish. Yep. Nice. Yeah. And that's what I wondered too, Juggernaut, is that lake doesn't really have any big predators in it. I think what it has, is it's just got a certain amount of crappie, and those crappie can kind of roam. It's almost like a big pond in a way. So those crappie can get bigger than usual. Thumpman Outdoors, never caught 3 myself. I haven't either, but I've come really close. And who knows if this, whole full-time thing goes well. Maybe this time next year I can go and try and find me a 3-pounder, or March or something like that next year. Yeah, Juggernaut, everyone there releases their fish. Yeah. There's not that many in there. It's not a fork as far as numbers go. It's more of a, trophy fish lake. So, but I think, like for that lake, for example, they know there's not as many, and they want to protect those fish so they can come back to and catch them with clients. That I get. That makes sense to me. Thumpman, got to roll. Y'all have a good one. No problem. Thanks for being here. I appreciate you taking your time. I really, really do. So, so for that lake, I can understand why they release those big fish. But on a lake like Cedar Creek, for example, there's so many crappie in those lakes, especially those East Texas lakes. It does not matter. Yep, Juggernaut, that's right. When word gets out, it'll never be the same. Yep. I'm very surprised that they've kept it under wraps as long as they have, to be honest, Juggernaut. I know, I creek fish a lot, and that kind of word just spreads. Yeah, Television Pilot's right. It's already gotten out in ways. I knew about it pretty quick, but it's just nothing that I have the desire to go do. I'm not a big fish hunter. I'm just not. I'm a numbers dude. I want to go out and dock shoot and catch a limit off of one dock, catch 60 keepers all day, just catch one after another. That's what I want to do. So it's hard for me to go make the drive over there and only catch maybe 2 or 3 fish. I got some places I can go if I really wanted to catch 3-pounders and go target them. Now, I'd have to have some time to do it, but I think I could do it. And, you never know. Maybe I'll get out there and do it someday. But I do wonder, what role genetics plays in this kind of thing, too, because if you think about it, I hear that a lot, too, genetics. But genetics are a fish, if you think of it this way, a fish can have the best genetics possible, but if it doesn't have those resources paired with those genetics, that fish is never going to reach its full potential. So you could put Lake Fork genetics into Joe Pool, and those fish are never gonna get to those Lake Fork levels because the water quality is not the same. The water's not as fertile. There's not as many shad in the lake. I definitely think that you have to have the right set of circumstances in junction with those good genetics to have fish reach their full potential. And and I really think that the main base for a good crappie lake is bait. You got to have a good base, forage base for those fish. You know, Forks is so fertile. Those East Texas lakes, they're just so fertile. And the lakes around here in DFW aren't as fertile. Groceries over trophies. My belly can tell you what I like. Nice, Jugger. I hear you, man. I hear you. Genetics has to play a factor, and yes, resources. Just look at Florida bass, huge bass. That's why they stock them in ponds for 10 pounds plus. Yep. But you just never know. There's so many variables and so many unknowns when it comes to this fishing deal, and you know, you got to really Little Lake going west has bigger fish than most of the East Texas lakes. Timothy, thanks for being here, man. Yeah, that's one thing that I'll admit I slack on is going west. I just don't go west. I'm always inclined to go east, but I know there's big fish out that way too. Television pilot, isn't there an old story about Fork having all those farms and fertilizers or something like that before it was filled? You know, that's interesting because I wouldn't doubt it. I would not doubt it. You know, I think there's definitely something to that too. With that fertility is the land around that. So they're saying that new lake, Bodark Lake, is supposed to be the same way. Like there's a lot of good fertile water or fertile land around that lake, and so they're hoping it's going to be the next Fork. We'll see. I mean, that's big shoes to fill, but that's the way they're building it and stocking it. So, fly keep landing on my foot or something. But it's an interesting topic for sure. And you know, some lakes are just more numbers lakes. Some lakes are more big fish lakes. It's just how it goes. Every lake, every body of water is not the same. Now, granted, most of the lakes, bodies of water in Texas and this area in general are pretty fertile, so they probably have pretty good crappie populations in them. But as far as like big fish, there definitely needs to be a special set of circumstances. Juggernaut, good to see you guiding, man. Keep at it and hustle. Don't worry about stepping on toes if you want to guide somewhere. This is America, capitalism and freedom. Go make them dollars. Do what you love, bro. Yeah, I appreciate it, man. Yeah. I definitely like to think that I do things the right way. I don't, you know, I don't overstep, don't ruffle feathers. You know, I mean, not that I have any issue with that, but, you know, I like to think, you know, I don't do that to others, so I don't want that done to me. And that's how it should be. Unfortunately, that's not how it is, but that's the one thing that I can say about me is that I don't ever step on toes and stuff like that and hurt this and that. You know, it's definitely not who I am. So, but I want to treat everyone the same, like I want to be treated. You know, now, and I can do that and treat them good, but if some, you know, want to cross that path or, you know, ruffle feathers, then they're gonna. So it is what it is. I just try to focus on myself, what I'm doing, and just let everything else, just let everyone else do whatever they need to. I definitely know that, you know, too, I mean, I'm not saying I'm like better than everyone or better than this person, better than that person, but I definitely have paid my dues. I definitely have put time in. I've been doing this as long as I can remember. You know, the name of the channel, my nickname, it just goes to show how long I've been doing this. And so, you know, I definitely want my experience to kind of speak for itself. And I like to think of myself as a pretty good person too. You know, I'm easy to get along with. You know, I enjoy talking with people and coaching and guiding. I enjoy it all. So seeing people catch fish, seeing their face light up, I enjoy all that. Yeah, that is Television Pilot. I remember that. Juggernaut, what's your favorite lake, favorite season, favorite styles of fishing? Oh, man, that's a loaded question. So I would... favorite lake. Man, if I had to pick one lake, it'd probably be Palestine. I've been there twice now, and that lake's got it all. Everything you could imagine. Favorite season, probably early spawn, early post spawn, or not early spawn, early post spawn. So like right about now, actually, probably like May. I'd say May. Favorite styles of fishing: dock shooting, casting, jig and bobber. I really get tired of vertical fishing for crappie. I really do. That's why I walk the banks, jig and bobber and stuff in the winter, in the spring. I get tired of vertical fishing, so I love anything that's not vertical fishing. Yeah, I tried that Juggernaut, that open water roaming fish is hard. My boat's not set up for it. I have a remote control, and I can't do that, and I don't try to do that. But if I had an Ultrex or something like that, I definitely would probably try that more. I don't have any desire to try and put clients on those kind of fish. Definitely seems stressful. Television Pilot, Cedar Creek season, jig and bobber. Man, that's pretty good. Man, Cedar Creek's, I do like Cedar Creek. I like Palestine a little more. Creek season's fun too. I guess you could put that in there too. I mean, I like it all. I mean, I really do. I enjoy it all. I don't. Yeah, jig and bobber. I love some jig and bobber. Jig and bobber and dock shooting are probably my two favorite for sure. But I love doing it all. You did, man. You did. You did good. You did good. I really love it all. I had a conversation with someone on the creek, probably a month ago, and they were just saying that they enjoyed that. They watch the channel. They enjoy that I do different things, and I told them that's what I want to be known for. I want to be known for jig and bobber, for creek fishing, for white bass fishing, for dock shooting, timber, chasing big fish. You know, I want to be known for all that. I don't want to be, well, yeah, kid, he's a really good dock shooter. No, I want to be known for everything. Creeks, bank fishing, float tube, bridges, everything. That's what I want to be known for. Is, man, kid, he did it all. He did it all. So, how's Fredo? He was doing good last time I checked on him, Nash. Thanks for being here. I wonder where he's at tonight. He's probably tired from working. He's been staying pretty busy. Juggernaut, you got to have a cable steer, long pole, and everything has to be done without mistake, like your body is attached to the motor. Yeah, it's difficult but rewarding for sure. I did that with some open water fish. Definitely not like picking fish off, but I'd have a group of fish out in front of the boat, and I'd have to go chase them. And that was tough. And those open water fish were even harder because they were moving so quick. You know, those schools of fish were moving. Individual fish, I mean, I would hope move a little less because, man, those ones were flying. I'd have the trolling motor on 10 and could barely keep up with them. And once they'd kind of settle for a second, I'd cast into them and catch one. But it was really, really tough. Roger, there he is. Thanks for being here, man. So I'm gonna try and go live every week. I'm gonna really try and make an effort into that. If y'all are interested, I'll definitely take time and do that. If y'all could, what's up, Slapbuster? Thanks for being here. If y'all could really, push the content out, share this video, like it. If you know someone who's interested in fishing, definitely let them know about the channel. I'd appreciate it. And, just help me grow as much as possible. Y'all know I don't want to come on here and beg. That's not me. I'm not going to sit on here. Well, can you pay for this? Can you do this? Can you do that? All I want is y'all support. That's all I want is y'all support. And, you're here today, and that's great. It just... Oop, battery's getting low. That's really all I can ask for is your support. Yeah, Roger, man, you got to put the boat in the water again. It's supposed to be windy all week, though. Keith, thanks for being here. It takes 5 or 6 years to grow a 16-inch slab crappie. Those big crappie absolutely ought to be released to preserve and protect fisheries and to keep them strong. Removing lunkers no longer exist. So you're for or against taking fish out, Keith? See, and I've heard that part too, and then I got to thinking too, like, those fish are really old. They're at the end of their life cycle. Those fish have already spawned 2 or 3 times, at least, and put their genes into the lake. And yeah, it depends on the lake for sure too. Television pilot Nash. I'm looking forward to a guide trip on Cedar Creek. It's a great time. Nash, yeah, I'd love to have you down there. Oh, you're going with, who are you going with? I'm sorry, I think I misread that. Yeah, are you going down there with someone, Nash? Angel, do you like Lake Louisville for crappie? Yes, I do, Angel. I guide there as well for crappie. And Iowa 100 crappie anglers can legally catch and keep 2,500 big crappie in one day from one lake. Yeah, Iowa, those fish grow a lot slower, Keith. Those fish here in Texas, it takes like half that time for it to for them to get that big. Oh, nice. Yeah, Nash, I mean, I'd love to have you down there. I can take you down there. I'll be honest, I'd have to charge a little more than my normal trips, but, I can definitely shoot you in the right direction as well. Xavier, North Texas Fisherman, thanks for being here, man. Appreciate that. Leighton Norwood, thanks for being here. Yes, I do Ray Roberts trips. My wife put my website down there. I have to update that calendar. One trip I think I have moved around, but outside of that, it is 100% wide open. June. In June. I'm really trying to push those trips. I got a full calendar open on June. May is looking like it's gonna be my busiest month ever, and I'm super thankful. Thank y'all for all the support. And really thankful. Gonna be busy. So if you're interested in getting on the books, definitely take advantage of that discount. For Joe Pool, Grapevine, Louisville, Ray Roberts, I'm gonna have to charge normal price just because it's further for me. It's about 50 miles for me, so I got to make up that gas money. But I know Ray Roberts very well, and those fish are gonna be biting. They're already biting, I'm sure. But it's just going to get better and better as we get into May. Teach me to read my Garmin's on my John boat. Yeah, Leighton, so I can do that too. So I do electronics trips like that and jump in your boat for $200 even. I'll jump in your boat half a day, get out there, get everything dialed in, show you what you're looking at, show you some spots, let you catch some fish, as many as you can. And Yeah, I mean, if you're interested in that, Leighton, just let me know. Keith, if I catch 25 slabs today, there no longer exist to be caught by you or me. Nope. But those 25 fish sure had a lot of babies. Television pilot, after many visits prior to Cedar Creek, I just learned how much the wind and slap spooked the crappie. Yeah, especially, yeah, that lake especially, I'm sure. I know, I said it before, but we call Cedar Creek the washing machine because those waves are just so bad. Have you heard of supercharging your unit in black box? I have not, Juggernaut. What does that do? But it takes, Keith, those babies 2 years to get 10 inches here. I think they said 2-year-old fish is about 10 inches here. Or maybe 3, I can't remember. 2 or 3 years and it's 10-inch keeper here. But yeah, Keith, it's really just up to you. I mean, if you want to throw them back, by all means, It definitely doesn't hurt throwing back. It doesn't hurt to keep them either. It's just, your preference at the end of the day. 16-inch crappie around here is pretty rare. At least in the Metroplex, 16-inch crappie is rare. Those fish just don't have the genetics to get that big over here. Well, yeah, y'all, I'm going to go ahead and start wrapping it up. Just wanted to kind of touch base. Gary, thanks for being here. Thanks for being here. I appreciate it. Yeah, that thumbs up only takes a second. I really appreciate that. Yeah, I appreciate it. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and jump off here. Like I said, just wanted to touch base with everyone, let everyone know how everything's going. Really can't thank y'all enough for being here. If you're interested in a trip or supporting the channel, just check all the links down below. The black box can handle 32 volts and the screen can handle 18. Talk about a game changer. See your jig clearly at 90. Man, I'm gonna have to check that out, Juggernaut. Thanks so much, Nash. I appreciate it. Yeah, I'm gonna have to check that out. I've never heard that, but I'd definitely be interested in that. I'm all for a clearer picture. Thanks again, Juggernaut. I appreciate it. But yeah, everyone, y'all take it easy. Have a safe week. Have a great evening. And be on the lookout for a video coming out on, what is today? Monday? Wednesday, I'll have another video for y'all. Don't, says Xavier. I'll look into it, man. I'll look into it. I don't even have that many volts to even put on this unit, to be honest. I think this is 18 amp hour amped outdoors battery is what I have now. But I'll definitely look into it. But thanks again for all the support. You guys, could not do this without y'all. And we will catch you guys in the next one. Y'all take it easy and be safe.